let's do a little bit something different on this channel, shall we? How's it going, guys? Cory the Random Guy here with you today. We are going to do stuff a little bit different on this channel, you know, a little bit of randomness thrown on this channel. The playlist that you are watching now is having to deal with computer, more particular of the 98, 2000, and XP era. I grew up on this sort of stuff, so it's natural for me to really like it. The very first thing I do want to show you guys is the computer that I picked up for $40 off of Marketplace on Facebook. Complete system, it had everything with it. This is amazing. So without further ado, let me show you what this computer is. Alright guys, don't mind the mess in the background. I've got a whole bunch of computer stuff sitting here. This right here is the Emachines T5048 Media Center PC. As you guys can see, this thing was designed for Windows XP but Vista compatible. What it came with was a Pentium 4 3.06 gigahertz hyper-threading technology, 533 front side bus, 1 meg L2 cache. Now, the interesting part is the ATI Radeon Express 200. This is onboard video, and it has 128 gigs worth of 3D video on board, which is really nice, but it takes from the actual memory itself. This computer, when I got it, has never ever been opened. Not once. This thing was completely disgusting on the inside. It was in a smoker's house, so I had to take it completely apart. Motherboard, everything out of it, just to get it all cleaned out. Took the power supply apart. This thing was disgusting. But as you guys can see, it's got card readers, USB port up front. It's got a DVD drive that is writable. It does do DVDs. And of course, you know, Emachines' famous stuff, AOL. And then right down here, you got your headphone and microphone. Nothing else in there though. And what it came with was the original software, Windows XP Media Center Edition. The original software from when it was built, which is a good thing because I went ahead and did a DVD recovery disc for it. Now, this thing came with a CRT Emachines. I do believe this is a 17-inch monitor. Works just fine, nothing wrong with it. It also came with these tiny little speakers, but don't let these speakers fool you, man, because these things, I plugged them in and they sound really, really good for as small as they are. That's awesome. It also came with this Lexmark printer, scanner, fax, all that stuff, but we cannot get ink cartridges for it, so this thing is going out the window. Also came with a wireless keyboard and mouse. This thing also has 160 gig, I do believe it's an EIED hard drive, so it is relatively fast for what it is. I did do a full restore on it because I didn't know what was on it, didn't care. I wiped it out, basically ran the restore disk, wiped it out, and did it all over again. There is a few problems though, and we'll probably get into that on the next video. Right now this is just kind of an overview on what we're gonna kind of start doing on this channel for now. I have a few projects in mind for the computer setup. So let's take a look at the screen. Right now it's sitting on my Dell LCD screen. This is the screensaver for it. Yeah, you guys can see this is a Windows Media Center Edition. You guys can see it's Service Pack 2. I do have Service Pack 3. And you guys can see it says 384. That's because 128 meg of that is going to the video. So I need to get some upgraded RAM for it. Probably get, I do believe this board can take 2 gig. It takes PC 3200 DDR memory, 400 megahertz front side bus. I do believe. I'll have to double check that, but I do believe that's what this thing takes. So the problems that I am having with this version of Windows is I found a version of Shotcut, the video editing software I do use for these videos, is version 16.10.01. This is the setup file for it. Now watch what happens when I go double click that, or actually I'm just going to press enter. That's all it does. A little cursor there, has a little hourglass next to it, and that's it. It doesn't do anything else. So I'm not sure I'll have to play with this, but I'm not sure. I think there is a problem with the OS itself, because it's not allowing me to install a lot of stuff that I really want. Plans for this computer. I do want to try to get it to work. If I can get it to work with Shotcut, I'm gonna edit a video on it one day, and just to see what the difference is between the Shotcut on the big computer here versus this one, because ultimately I kind of want this one to be my daily, just because of the fact that I really like XP. Yes, I know, I'm nuts, I get it, but I really like XP. Plus, the old zombie machine here, it definitely needs some tender love and care. I need to get some actual right RAM for the zombie computer down there. But I figured I'd show you guys this. We have a test machine. I will show you guys that here now. This is an HP Pavilion 4535. This thing does in fact have a 400 megahertz Celeron. It says it's only got 64 megs of RAM built in, but this thing's been upgraded. I do believe it's got 256 now. This one came from my stepdad. I told him I wanted an older machine to kind of play with it and see what I can do. Unfortunately, this drive came out of the server there that I'm still working on. I've actually got to go get hard drives today for it. So I pulled that out because the original one that came with it did not work. It wouldn't read. I don't know about the floppy because I do not have floppy disks to try it out. And in the bottom of this thing, it's kind of crammed in its spot right now, but in the bottom of this thing is a Quantum Bigfoot 5.25 hard drive. I've had this hard drive for a little less than 20 years. 12 gig. I have Windows XP put on it right now. And I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm gonna probably start out with 95, kind of work my way up just to see what this machine can do. I can only do up to XP on this due to the hard drive size. I can't go any further than that with this one. So for the server here, I have 6 1 terabyte hard drives. I've got it, like I said, I gotta go get them today. That'll be good. I'll probably stick a couple of them in this one, probably put another one in this one, and then the zombie machine, I'll probably put one of them in there too. We are going to start doing a little bit of computer stuff on this channel. Oh yeah, I also have this old thing in case you guys have ever seen one of these before. Oh man, these things are old, and I picked this thing up and it works fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't have it hooked up right now. So there you have it, guys. That is what we are going to be doing. When I go fix the zombie machine, I will do a video on that. Like I said, the RAM that's in it is not correct. They are 16 gig per stick. This machine can only handle up to like 32 max, so that's 8 gig per slot. Somehow it's reading all 4 of the 16 gig sticks, but it's only reading them at 4 gig per stick. Plus the front side bus on them is a little bit overkill as well. So the zombie machine is going to need some love. I'm starting to have a little bit of errors on it. I've been trying to fix them. So that's all I got for you. I hope you guys enjoy the new intros as well. Intros and outros. So you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think about them as well. I guess that's what we'll be doing for a little bit on this channel. Because like I said, I'm kind of out of radio ideas. I do have coming up, once I get these radios, it's the TID Radio V2s. Still waiting on those, so I'm not sure when they'll get here or whatever the case is. Kind of ran out of steam on the old radio front, but more will be coming, hopefully. But for now, we got plenty of content for you guys when it comes to old computer stuff, so we'll definitely have fun with that. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys are doing phenomenal. So anyway, this is Cory Random Guy, catching you guys later. See ya!